Hey, it's Mr. D, the band teacher, back again for another lesson, and today's lesson is on Suite Breve. It's a level 2 alto saxophone solo by the composer Felix Lemaire, and it comes in 3 movements. And today's mini lesson will be going over each movement, some highlights that I think you should be working on. Don't forget to pause this video and work out things on your own before you just watch it all the way through. You're going to need your saxophone and the original copy that you purchased at a music store to work with me. So if you need to stop the video right now to get your instrument ready, do so now. If not, let's start. I'm going to move the camera over to show you the song and show you some of the things that I think you should first look at before we even begin playing. So here's Suite Breve by Felix Lemaire. We have the Prelude, we have the Canzone, and we have the Rondo, which is right here. Okay, and the Prelude, I just want to bring your attention to the fact that we're playing F naturals. We're not doing F sharps. Same with the Canzone. Notice the time signature. This one's in 3/4 time. This one's in 4/4 time with the pickup note in the beginning. And the Rondo is in 2/4 time, but it is fairly quickly. This is a faster movement. The Ritardando is at the end, so you're going to gradually get slower here. And there's not a lot of dynamics except for the middle section. You can see some crescendos and decrescendos. There is a ritardando here as well. So let's get started. One thing that I just want you to be aware of on the movement 1, the Prelude, we do have the dotted quarter and single eighth note. And on the Rondo, we have the 16th notes. So if you need to go over those or talk to your music teacher or myself to go over those rhythms, definitely do so. So let's start with the Prelude. Get your music out. And I'm going to play a little bit of this and kind of stop and go and talk this through here. Okay, so here we go with the Prelude. It has a pickup note on beat 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and I'll be in. So here is the Prelude. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so on that first movement, I did the Ritardando at the end. So you want to gradually get slower on there. You want to get a nice warm sound. I think I was playing a little bit slower than you would do in a performance, just so you get a sense of what the melody sounds like. On line 3, you have the high A. Make sure you know the fingering for the high A. And it's a dotted quarter note. So that little lick there, line 3, measure 1, 2, 3, 4, is going to sound like this. Make sure you do that whole section in one breath, okay? And try to breathe at the rests when you perform this song, okay? So you want to get a nice, warm, beautiful sound on your saxophone. You don't want to be blasting. Even though it is loud, you want to definitely be playing it a little bit, with a good tone. And at the end, on those 2 C's, I'm going to be bringing the volume down on the decrescendo. So I'm going to be playing the first one loud, and then bringing it down again softer. So the first one. And playing it softer. Okay? So that's the Prelude. Pretty straightforward. Remember using F naturals and the key signature. The key of C, the song is. Okay, the next one is the Canzone. So let me start with this one. This is a little bit faster tempo. Here we go. Okay, before we even start, I forgot to mention that we want to make sure that we observe all the slurring and tonguing. Okay? and try to add those dynamics in as well. So let's start it again. Sorry about that. And then we're building it up to this part of the melody right here where it's all tongued, and we have a high A and some high B's in there as well. Okay, so at the end, we're going to be gradually getting slower, and because there's a ritardando, or to gradually get slower. There's also a fermata, which I didn't mention in the beginning. So you're going to hold the note longer than its usual value. Okay, so the normal value would be 3. You're going to hold it for longer than 3. Also, look at line 2 where the forte mark is. That's G, A, G, A, and then you have A, B, A. So if you don't know those fingerings, definitely check them out on your fingering chart in your method book. But let's go over that slowly. Ready? I'll do that again slowly. Okay, so that definitely needs to be worked out. The rondo is pretty much straightforward. It also uses the first finger F. You do have this little passage with the 16th note. It's be in line 3, the last 2 measures. And then there's another one on line 4, starting on the G. Okay, so the one on line 3 sounds like this. And then on line 4, okay, and then at the very end of the song, you have the ritardando. Careful of that 8th and 2/16th pattern. I'll do the last 2 measures right now. Listen, and then you're going to stop the video and work out the parts we just went over. Okay? Okay? So that's the rondo. Also observe there's some A's in there, and that first 2 measures. High A with the octave key. You don't want to blast that high A. You want to bring back the sound a little bit. Try to get a nice warm sound. Open your throat. Drop your jaw a little bit. You don't want to really nail that note, okay? You want to kind of be a little bit more reserved with it. I'll play it again. Now, when you're working in this tempo, try not to play it. I'm just demonstrating right now. You're going to want to work at it like this tempo. Okay? So work out your, when you work out the fast, especially in the allegro section where there's a lot of fast notes, you're going to want to work out those sections really slowly. Make sure you have the right rhythms and then work on tempo. And in a longer piece like this is a full page, you're going to want to do sections of 4 measures or maybe 1 or 2 lines at a time. Get it down before progressing forward. Don't just try to play the whole thing over and over again, wishing for the best. All right, I'm going to do another video on the performance of this composition so you get a sense of what it's going to sound like at a performance level. Don't forget to use the pause button or the rewind button on that video and this video to go over parts that you think you might want to work on. Okay, so if you have any questions, go to the contact page at the top of the website, or if you're one of my students, you can come and see me and ask questions about Suite Breve. In the meantime, keep practicing. You're going to do great, and we'll talk to you later.